Okay, today we're going to be reviewing this IronTree brand new water pump. AW7163 is the part number. Brand new water pump, and it fits a variety of engines. We're going to go over what kind of engines that it fits, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. Let's take it out of the box and see what it looks like. Okay, so the first thing that you'll notice right away is how heavy and good quality, this feels. This is not cheap quality metal. It is comes with a brand new pulley. You can see this is where your fan clutch spins onto. All that is new. Comes with a brand new seal. Okay. This is a question that a lot of people have, so I wanted to address it. This is not plastic. The impeller is cast metal. Just very good quality, very heavy duty. So this is what it looks like out of the box. One other thing I wanted to point out before we talk about what vehicles that it works on is, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's your weep hole. It's there for a reason. If your water pump ever starts to leak internally, it's going to come out that hole right there. So let's talk real quick about what kind of vehicles this water pump will fit on. Let's categorize it by vehicle types. Let's talk about a Chrysler first. It'll fit an Aspen 4.7 liter, your model 2007 to 2009. Okay, under a Dodge, it's going to fit a Dodge Dakota 3.7 V6, your model 2004 to 2010. It's also going to fit a 4.7 liter V8, your model 2000 to 2010. It's going to fit a Dodge Durango 3.7 liter, your model 2004 to 2009. Dodge Durango 4.7 liter V8, your model 2000 to 2009. Dodge Nitro, that same 3.7 liter V6, your model 2007 to 2012. And finally, the Dodge Ram 1500, 3.7 liter, your model 2002 to 2010. It's going to fit a Jeep Commander 3.7 liter V6, 2006 to 2010. Also under the Commander 4.7 liter V8, your model 2006 to 2009. Jeep Grand Cherokee, the 3.7 liter V6, your model 2005 to 2010. And also on the V8 4.7 liter, your model 1999 to 2009. And finally, the Jeep Liberty 3.7 liter V6, your model 2002 to 2012. It'll also fit on various Mitsubishi engines, but just simply because it has the same 3.7 and 4.7 liter engines in them. I know for sure that it'll fit the Raider 3.7 liter V6, your model 2006 to 2009, and the 4.7 liter it'll fit on your models 2006 to 2007. And I want to make a special note about this water pump for Dodge Dakotas and Dodge Rams. There's a chance that this water pump will still fit your engine past those year models that I just covered, so you need to do your research and cross-reference the part number and perhaps just ask a question in the product listing. Okay, so the one last thing that I will say about this pump right here is I like the fact that it has a warranty with it. This is an OEM part, so that means it's not made by Chrysler, Dodge, or Jeep, but it is made to the OEM specs. So IronTree is confident enough in the product that they have a warranty with it. 3-year, 50,000 mile warranty. So if you have a problem with it, it starts leaking, all you have to do is get in touch with them, and it has warranty on there for 3 years or 50,000 miles. And now I'm going to show you the pump that I'm about to replace, just so you can get an idea that I really am about to put this on my own vehicle. Okay, this is my Dodge Dakota. It's a year model 2002, and I'm getting ready to pull the old pump off of it, and I'll show you side by side once I pull them off. Right down here, this is my old one, and it is leaking right out of the weep hole pretty badly. This vehicle has about 175,000 miles on it, so this is the original water pump. So it's hard for me to get mad at it. It's 20 years old, and it's giving me a lot of good service. But I've already taken the fan off of it, and it's got regular counterclockwise threads. You have to spin it off. You can get you a wrench. Just take you a block of wood and hit it, and sometimes you got to hit it kind of firm, then it'll spin off. I've already taken the belt off, and I've already taken the coolant reservoir off the top, which also doubles as the fan shroud on this vehicle. Okay, so now you'll notice I have the pump off of my 4.7 V8 engine. I have cleaned the facing with a cleaner and went behind it with a razor blade to make sure there's no gunk there. Okay, so now we're going to take a quick look at the old pump and the new pump side by side so you can see the comparison. I think they did a really good job trying to resemble every feature of the OEM pump. And even though this is aftermarket, you can hardly tell because everything is pretty much spot on. I mean, even from the casting marks, is pretty much identical. Same metal pulley on the front, aluminum casting. If you flip them over, you can see that they did do an improvement with putting a metal impeller on here where the original one had a plastic one, so that's an improvement. The seal on the new one looks to be a little bit more beefy, so I think that's going to improve the seal on the engine face. Overall, I'm really impressed at how the new pump has duplicated all the features of the old one with some new improvements. Okay, so let's put this new pump on the engine and I'll come back and show you the finished product. Okay, so it might be hard to see, but I've got the water pump installed and everything went just fine. I'm super happy with the way everything bolted up. You would think that it was a original equipment Mopar pump and not an aftermarket pump. But since they built it to OEM standards, it bolted up just fine, and I'm super happy with it. You can see right there, I'm just shining my flashlight beam on it. And here's one more angle. You can see the weep hole right there. So that's the new water pump right there. Everything went just fine. Belt went on very smooth. The fan clutch spun back on the end of the water pump threads just fine, no issues there. And hanging out with me right to the end of the video, I'm going to give you 2 pro tips that's going to help you get this water pump installed correctly. Tip number 1, keep track of the water pump bolts as you're taking them out, because 3 of those bolts are going to be twice as long as the other ones. Those bolts go into a water jacket, and you're going to have to put thread tape on those 3 bolts when you put them back into the new pump. So keep track of those 3 bolts and the location of where you took them out at, so you'll know where to put them back in when it's time. And tip number 2, when you're refilling the coolant, if you have trouble purging the air out of the system, this bolt right here, it takes an Allen wrench, you're going to have to spin it out, and that is where you're going to purge the air out of the system when you're refilling this system with coolant. It's a little bit tricky on this particular engine since the radiator cap is not up high, it's down here on this hose. So that's what that bolt right there is for. So if you have trouble with purging the air out of the system, getting a lot of air bubbles in your coolant, or you notice your engine running a little bit warm after you complete this repair, spin that bolt out as you're refilling the coolant, and it'll get that air all purged out for you. So that completes my review of this water pump. I'm super happy with it, and at the price point, you really can't go wrong. If you were to buy this pump from the dealership, you would pay 3, maybe even 4 times as much, and the quality is going to be the same. So I hope that helps you make your purchase decision on this particular pump, and I hope I give you some good tips along the way when it comes time to replace it on your particular engine. Good luck to you, and thanks for watching.